always known she was different. In a family where everyone seemed to fit together like puzzle pieces, she was the one that never quite belonged. Her parents, successful and polished, favored her older siblings Caroline and Damien, both golden children who excelled in everything. Ava, on the other hand, was quiet, creative, and often lost in books or her sketchpad. Her family never missed a chance to remind her of how much of a disappointment she was. "Why can't you be more like Caroline?" her mother would say. "You'll never amount to anything," Damien taunted. Ava tried to ignore their words, but they weighed on her like chains, making her feel like a stranger in her own home. The only solace she had was her best and only friend, Liam. He was the only person who saw her for who she was: kind, intelligent, and talented. He encouraged her to pursue her passion for art, telling her she was destined for great things. With Liam, she felt like she belonged. But then, everything changed. One evening, Ava was walking home when she saw flashing red and blue lights outside Liam's house. Her stomach twisted with dread. As she approached, an officer stopped her. "Are you Ava Carter?" he asked. "Yes," she answered, her voice barely above a whisper. "We need to ask you some questions." Liam was dead, and worse, her fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. The police said they had an anonymous tip that she and Liam had been fighting the night before. Ava was in shock. She would never hurt him. But then, she saw the smirk on Damien's face when she got home, the satisfied glint in Caroline's eyes. They had framed her. No one believed her pleas of innocence. Her parents refused to look at her, ashamed of the monster they thought she was. In court, the evidence against her was overwhelming, but there was no solid proof that she had committed the crime. The judge ruled there wasn't enough to convict her, but the damage was done. Her reputation was ruined, and her family disowned her. But Ava refused to break.